Hi, hello, hello, hello.
We'll start at
hello,
7 o'clock exactly,
hello,
guys.
Hello.
We know there's
Hello.
5 minutes
Hello.
left in the Super Bowl,
Hello.
but
Hello.
we made a commitment,
Hello.
so we got to go get through it. Got to do it. I don't know if you hear the crowd cheering in the background. Both are not my teams, but, we'll see what happens. I can hear it.
You know what I hear? My results cheering for me. Because I'm committed.
Yeah.
I'm committed.
Yeah.
Achoo.
No, that's not true.
Achoo, choo.
No.
Welcome to viewers who are sacrificing the Super Bowl to be here. We thank you. So let's get started. It's 7 o'clock.
Boom.
Boom. Start on time. If you're not early, you're late. So 4 viewers are on time. High five. Boom.
Oh, you can't see the questions right here.
Okay, so tally ho. Let's go. Let's get started. Class 3, second time around, first webinar of the year. And we really wanted to make sure that you guys are set up for the next 12 weeks on your macros. We also have some guests on the call tonight. Shout out to our 4th class macro champions who are going to beast through this. We have Sam, Alina, Casey, Melanie. Who else do we have? Trey. I think there's someone else in my brain. Oh, Sedalia. Hey, girl. Okay.
It's all class 4, but.
So they are going to be joining us because they're going to be doing macros and they are going to kill it with their new class, but they need support. So we are having them join you guys in your call.
And
today.
I bet you 5 of the 9 people that are on right now are them. Oh, 3rd class.
Boom.
That's why I call you guys big talkers.
Boom. Mind blown. Okay. First thing that we're going to start off with today are some major key lifesavers on macros that will totally save your life. And when I say save your life, it's, when your metabolism starts roaring and it's like, I'm so hungry, you're going to need things that are going to satiate you. That means keep you satisfied in between meals.
Not in bed.
Ooh, snaps. We can't help your love life. Sorry. Okay, so number one of our most favoritist things that we utilize as far as, side note before we start, there is a place for you guys to place comments. I don't know where it is in relation to us, but
hopefully you guys can see it.
You can comment, ask questions, just write in capital letters, question, and then enter your question.
You can push sort by and then put newest, and then the newest message comes up. I put what's up. Hopefully you guys can see that.
Cool. All right. So back to it. The number one thing that is definitely going to help you guys are 0-calorie beverages. And I know on meal plans, and if you've done, your Herbalife stuff before, it's not super encouraged, but when you are enjoying the macro lifestyle, it's a lifesaver. So what are some of your favorite 0-calorie beverages?
Well, yesterday I was super hungry. I didn't have my food with me and I didn't want to track so many different things. So I got some rice cakes and I had a Coke Zero. Coke Zero, 0 sugar, 0 everything pretty much except for sodium, but who cares about sodium right now? So I had that. It kind of kept me along until I got to go home and finish out my macros. But another thing I like to drink I actually like 0 rock stars. I don't know what they're called, but they're zeros. It's a whole can's about 2 carbs. So I actually put the 2 carbs in my macros. And Elsie likes to do the Monsters. Monsters are like white cans. Mm-hmm. And they also have 2 carbs per can. So it's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And another thing we like to do is getting sugar-free gum. Sugar-free gum is kind of cool. If you take in more than 3 or 4, you're gonna have to put it in your macros. Mm-hmm. But what's also cool about the sugar-free thing is it doesn't take up that many macros. It kind of satiates your taste buds and gets you along throughout the day, especially when you're on cutting macros. And another thing is sugar-free also helps you poop a little bit.
I'm just answering questions on your website for those people who are lost. Okay, another
refresh.
Another great thing, you guys. Okay, one, Herbalife tea and aloe is amazing. It gives you a ton of energy, 0 calories. We serve it at the clubhouse. Those are awesome. If you do lift offs, you do need to enter the lift offs because they're 4 or 5 grams of carbs per serving, which can be a lot if you're trying to, the buffer's 4 or 5 grams. So those add up. So enter your lift off. Tea and aloe, free for all. Enjoy yourself. Another great thing that we love, I don't get paid by these people, but I sure do invest in them a lot. So I do espresso with Splenda. If you do more than 2 Splendas, I would say enter it because that's about 1 gram. And then anything over 2 Splendas would start racking up some major carbs. But I do like a short triple shot espresso. I down that bad boy. It's awesome.
Stay away from the lattes, the cappuccinos, all the milky shit because you can't really track those calories and fats and half and all that shit. But the reason why we do recommend a lot of these caffeine drinks is because caffeine's a fat burner. No matter what kind of caffeine you have or what you utilize, caffeine burns and speeds up the metabolism. Mm-hmm. And, it's always good to have different flavors, not just always having tea or coffee, but there's other things that help you out. So it's a good fat burner to have, and any fat burner that's out there, it's basically just caffeine and B vitamins, and a lot of this stuff has that.
We love caffeine. Okay, next thing is sometimes you're eating clean on your macros. You want to you want to get the most bang for your buck per se, and when it comes to things like flavoring, seasonings, a lot of sauces tend to have a bunch of calories or carbs. So we recommend trying out a lot of different things. One of the things or the line of things is Walden Farms. This is a disclaimer. Some of Walden Farms stuff tastes disgusting, as would most things that are all 0. So keep that in mind, like when you want to try the jellies and this barbecue sauce, whatever else. I personally will vouch for the pancake syrup, which tastes like pancake syrup, and it's all 0s. 2, I could totally vouch for the Walden Farms caramel sauce. So if you are into like caramel lattes in your coffee or creamer, it's a 0 thing that you could put in your coffee and it tastes freaking great. And I mean, that's all. Those are the only 2 I'm really going to vouch for, but people have tried like the ketchups, the barbecue sauces, the salad dressings, all 0s. Check it out and see if you like it.
They're cool. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah.
I was on it for about a month and then it just for me. And eventually you want to start cutting it out the last month of your cut because some of those chemicals and sodium in it can't help you really cut.
Okay. We have a few more things for you guys, lifesavers. The next lifesaver, it's a doozy. It's really going to make you think like, what is fat-free cheese? Now, I know you're saying cheese. How is cheese beneficial? But the Kraft cheddar shredded has 9 grams of protein and 0 fat, and I think only 2 carbs. So if you're having like a ton of chicken breast and you need something to make it a little bit more tasty, you can sprinkle on some cheese, or it's really good with egg whites. So then you can have like cheese omelets, and you're hitting way more protein, and it's cheese.
And I see a lot of you guys posting cheese. But if you do want more food, you guys are doing regular cheese, I've noticed, like low fat or just regular cheese. And if you guys want more food throughout the day and you're hungry, you probably need to go to non-fat cheese or no cheese at all in the day.
We'll talk about that a little later.
Yes.
But fat-free cheese for right now, for a lifesaver. The next one is if you're short on carbs and starving, I know this is going to sound crazy, but the lightly salted plain rice cakes, I know Sam had posted it, a few other people. It's only 7 grams of carbs.
Compared to 11 to 13.
You can fit so many of them. So for 2 of the regular ones, you can fit 3 lightly salted ones. And you can put peanut butter on them to hit your fats. I like to do peanut butter and a little bit of banana, like a little bit because I don't have that many carbs. But it saved my life during competition. and it just gives you mass if you're starving.
Yeah, and Elsie literally, like, for her show, if you scroll down like way back to where her Facebook was when she was doing the shows, she literally ate those like 2 or 3 packs a day. It seemed like it was just lightly salted, plain 7 grams carbs, because she just wanted that volume, that mass to be in her stomach. Whereas I was eating chocolate rice cakes and apple rice cakes, which has more carbs, but I could fit that into my numbers. But you know, and I don't like eating a mass amount of food so many times a day. So yeah. So
Okay.
she's basically, that's what basically she does. She likes to eat a lot of food.
I love eating lots of food. I freaking love food. Okay. But for some of you, protein might be overwhelming. This is the last thing on our list for tonight. So protein is of lifesavers.
Yes. I want one more lifesaver.
Okay. This is the last one for me. So if you are trying to hit your protein, you're having a hard time, and the fat-free cheese makes you bloaty and gassy and poopy, this is the Shizzle Sticks. This is beverage mix, and it's Herbalife. You know, I'm not like trying to plug it, but this stuff is like 15 grams. I like ice.
3 scoops.
I like ice. It's 15 grams of protein
2 scoops.
for 2 scoops.
4 carbs.
And only 3 carbs.
3?
And yes, 3.
I do 4, that's why. I do 3 scoops.
Yeah. And if it gets like kind of clumpy at the top, like usually if you're making a shake, it's disgusting. But those little clumps are like little baby Laffy Taffies in your mouth. And I love them. And,
you know, it's always good to have the Bev Mix. It's whey protein. It feeds into your muscle extremely faster than food or chicken or anything else will. So we definitely recommend Bev Mix. But I also, if you guys have seen my Snap or anything else, Snapchat, egg whites.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Elsie are endorsers of egg whites, especially if it's cheap. And if you go to Costco, the big carton is $3.19, which is like the cheapest I've ever seen it. Even like when it was cheaper than when it was actually cheap. So we buy about 12 of these every week. We smack them up every single week. We use that to hit our carbs. And quick tip on that: when you look it up in MyFitnessPal, it'll say 3 tablespoons for the measurements, right? For a cup of this is 16 tablespoons, right? So if you want a quarter cup, what do you put in? 4 tablespoons. If you want a half a cup, 8. If you want 3/4 cup, 12. Yes. So what you do is you switch the 3 tablespoons to 1 tablespoon per serving, and then you figure out 4, 8, or 10 or whatever it is.
Yeah,
cool.
David Ludd. Awesome.
Why is David Ludd on the chat? He
just messaged you.
Yeah, he must be on Brittany's and 6 this time. Bro, you're on meal plan until otherwise, and I see some ab coming out. Or if you've done a program already, bro. Ludd.
What's happening?
Okay. That for your son. For your son.
The next section of the webinar tonight. Is the game over yet, or are you guys still watching? I don't know.
I want to know.
It's on commercial. Okay. This next part is when to be tight butthole. See how tight that is? Nothing gets through there. And when to be loose butthole.
I can get in anywhere.
When you loosen it up.
I can get in that. See, I can get in that.
So tight butthole. You need to be tight butthole when you measure your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. Okay? So that means when you are measuring your
Bev Mix,
you want to make sure it's not one of these scoops. It's not like that.
Yeah, Joaquin, I know you probably do that.
It needs to be a flat spoon.
Flatter than that.
It's the same thing for peanut butter. You know, I'll be the first one to admit. Sometimes I'm like greedy and I'm like, oh, this is a scoop. It's not a tablespoon. Okay, it's probably going to be about 2. So tight butthole when it comes to your meats, carbs, and fats. Okay. When can they be loose buttholes?
Loose buttholes is vegetables. A lot of times vegetables that don't have a high amount of carbs in it. So spinach has a lot. Romaine lettuce, iceberg lettuce has like nothing in it, but it's volume, right? So what you can do is make your little chicken. You can measure some beans in there, throw some other veggies in there, some salsa, some lime juice, and your protein chicken or whatever.
Measure your salsa.
Measure everything, right? And then you kind of like roughly put some romaine lettuce and spinach in there. You're like, oh, that's about 4 or 5 cups, 4 cups.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, boom, right there. That's where you can be a little loose, and you can get a big ass Chipotle bowl style like salad if you want to make it, right? We don't care. Romaine lettuce has like a head is like 5 grams of carbs.
Yeah, a
whole head. So you can chop it up and boom.
Whole head the size of your head.
Which is kind of cool. So I do that like a couple times a week, where I just get a whole head of romaine lettuce and I just make my freaking salad with this. So it's not even a salad. I just throw a heck of shit in it and put my red dot hot sauce on it. It's amazing.
I'm getting distracted by your story.
Why?
It just sounds so delicious.
It is. I make delicious things. Chipotle's out of business for a little bit, for a couple days, for health reasons or whatever they're doing. They're closed down.
Back.
And they put a sign up. You can't even order
again.
Yeah. So today for something, and so you can make your own Chipotle bowl
at home.
Yeah.
Half the cost, maybe free.
So those are the ones but like other veggies, they have a higher amount of carbs. You gotta track your broccoli really a lot. You gotta track your peas if you want to do peas. Peas have hella carbs. Hella carbs.
Side note, Samantha, we love you too.
So with that in mind, you can go to town a little bit on some spinach and some romaine lettuce for every meal.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, and then one other thing. So a lot of you guys have higher fats. Some of the ladies, some of the guys, you're on a higher fat diet, and you guys are like, man, I'm trying to hit these fats. It's hella hard. So we did say, there's things out there like cheese, egg yolks, hot links. But peanut butter, and you guys are just putting that in there, making peanut butter belly just something sandwiches. And you guys are like, man, I'm hella hungry. I'm not getting that much food. And we told you to switch it. The cleaner you eat, the more volume, the more food you get. So if it's like chicken, rice, throw some veggies in there, you get way more food, right? You get egg yolks for your fats. You get some chicken thighs for your fats, ground turkey for your fats, instead of like peanut butter, instead of avocados, instead of hot links, which you're not going to get that much volume. And the cleaner you eat, the better you're going to feel, and the faster I believe you get results, because your body can process regular fats instead of trans and saturated fats. So really,
if you don't believe us, ask Brittany.
Yes, Brittany's all about that. So if you want more food, then I would go to really, really clean route. You get way more food. If you want to mix it up and you're not really that hungry, you can throw in those hot links or some, a little bit fattier cheese or whatever else. I like to hit my carbs. And by the carbs, I like to use this Mighty Green juice. It's like a juicy thing, and it's very green. It has 16 grams of carbs for 8 ounces, and I like to finish off my night with that, and it makes me go poo the next day.
For those of you who are watching, the score is 24-10. Denver.
Game
with
over.
A minute left.
Game over. Tell your colleagues to jump back on.
This is Suja or Suha for it's Spanish.
This one has no like real sugars in it. Right.
Look at all the things.
A little bit of apple though. That's where the sugar comes from.
16 grams of carbs per 8 ounces. If you're ladies, it's not worth it. If you're on Joe's macros, go crazy.
That's just a tip if you're not hungry.
Okay. Here's a tip. Just the tip. Okay. So Joe was kind of alluding to it earlier, but the next thing we're going to talk about is fast results. Look how fast I'm going versus slow results. So
you're really slow.
I know, I did a good job.
In the brain.
So if you are basically what he said, if you want to go dirty, if you like it dirty, then you are going to have dirty results. I'm just kidding. It's just going to be slower. But the more clean you are, the more food you get, the faster your results will go. My tip for you is use dirty macros as a treat. Or let's say you're going to start your period, guys. Let's say your girlfriend's going to start her period. You may want to eat a little naughty. Save your dirty macro days for that. And then the rest of the time, do clean macros, because you don't want to feel poo-poo all the time, and you don't want to have to like supercharge your macros towards the end. Like, so if you do it clean in the beginning, more food, more results, right? Less food, less results. Does that make sense? Because your body has to work harder to process those terrible things. The exception to this rule, because there's always an exception, is post-workout. Post-workout shenanigans are great if you've lifted heavy. Yeah.
And I don't think most of you guys know how to lift heavy or lift.
That's not
So
nice.
I'm just saying,
That's not nice.
I seen your guys' push-ups and squats.
That's not
Right,
nice.
right. Half ass. No
I believe in you
technique.
guys. I think you're great.
Keep working on it. YouTube it.
It's not nice.
But anyways, please try to be clean. We only have 11 weeks left now. Oh. 11 weeks left. So the cleaner the better. And a lot of you guys have not mastered the macros or even sent us anything about macros.
Why?
Class
Why would
3.
you do that? Why?
And you guys are asking us questions, but you have not sent us numbers and you have not sent us what you're doing.
Why wouldn't you send it to us?
We told you it takes about a week to 2 to try and put stuff in and plug it in. So
We're trying to
it just lets us like think that you're not doing the program or you don't want to do the program if you're not sending us the macros.
I don't want to think that.
And it might be too late, if
Send it too
we're
late.
3-4 weeks into this program, you're like, oh, I want to do my macros now.
Just a funny story.
Yeah, and what happened a couple weeks ago? We don't want that situation to go down. So if you're trying to figure out your macros or whatever, we want to see it. We want to help you guys out, and we want to adjust your numbers, your ratios, or whatever else we need to do to do it.
Side note: people who do not do their meal plans correctly usually don't end up walking the stage. Not because we kick them out, but because they realize they didn't get the results that they could have gotten, and then they choose not to because they look the same. Speaking of looking the same, if you haven't taken your photo, you have Monday and Tuesday night to do that. It needs to be done by Tuesday. So come into the clubhouse.
Not Monday.
What?
Not Monday.
We're not doing pictures Monday?
Uh-uh.
Why? What about alumni?
Not Monday.
Oh, shenanigans.
It's gonna be either Tuesday or Wednesday. So
shenanigans. Tuesday or Thursday. That's a shocker for me.
any of those days, actually.
Okay. And then without dropping too many bombs, just be ready. Check the page for other announcements for you guys. They are coming like lightning.
Also, on those workouts, if you guys still don't know what a superset is or still don't know what exercise that's on that paper, I recommend Googling it or hitting up someone that might know, or just hitting me up on a certain exercise. Don't hit me up on every single exercise because you can Google it and YouTube it because it's there.
It's funny.
It's there. And we will help you out on Sundays, but if you don't take the time and effort yourself, then I'm not going to help you.
In the nicest way possible.
Yes. So at least try exhaust a little bit on Google search to
Bodybuilding.com is great.
Bodybuilding.com has most of the machines and stuff that's at every single gym. So you guys can go look there and experience it and check it out.
Speaking of Sunday workouts, next Sunday starts the fun of us working out with you guys. We will be running a workout each Sunday. There will be 3 time slots, 2 time slots, or actually 3 time slots for the ladies and 1 time slot for the guys. No offense to the guys, there's just hella more ladies. So.
And I got to help out the ladies.
Yeah. So ladies, next week. Sorry, did you want to say that? You have a nice mouth. Okay. Ladies.
Broncos won.
They did. Broncos won. That's why people are logging on right now. What's up, guys? You guys are all jumping on. It's so stupid. Keep moving. So,
Peyton.
Ladies on Sunday, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 12 o'clock workouts. Come whenever. We're going to have signups.
Not whenever. You come on your time slot.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to have signups for 10, 11, or 12. Make sure you sign up for a slot. Guys, you guys are going to be at 12 o'clock.
You come late, you have to wait for the next group.
Yes.
Because
it's going to be.
Please do not waste our times.
It's going to be a very epic workout.
This will be at
Promise.
Fitness Rock off of Tribute over by Cal Expo, by Costco over there. It's actually, we had to negotiate and do all this stuff, but it's going to be $5 for a drop-in. $5 a drop-in per person.
$5.
But this Sunday, it's free, so you can come in. We're going to work on certain workouts. Ladies are always going to be lower body. Usually guys, upper body. Or you're wearing shorts, so pegs on your legs does not matter.
Pegs on your legs. Okay.
Peg legs.
Awesome. All right. I don't think there's any questions. Did anyone have any questions? I did not see any. Let's see. Newest, refresh. I don't see anything. Joe is snapping the chatting. Okay, here we go. We have, yes, Amber, the chocolate is amazing. Hot chocolate, veggie stir fries, save your life.
Jasmine says bread considered clean macros. It's processed, but you can do it. It's not like
you can do it.
It's whatever fits for you. I know most people that do competitions don't do bread when they're cutting, but it's macros. It fits. And what you can go by slices on there, but what Elsie does is weigh it by grams. She's very accurate because she's like, every slice is different.
I don't sound like an old lady.
Yeah, but that's what you do.
every slice is different. Because you got the butts, and then you got the middle, and then you got the other butts, and the butts are sometimes smaller.
Depending on the
bone. Sometimes the butts are heavier.
It's true. We've seen a difference.
It's on the thing. We're recording right now.
Mom, Bubba, we're recording live. So that was Elsie's mom on there. If you guys have any questions, please comment on Facebook. We'll be on for about another 4 minutes. The workout signups will be up soon. If you have not sent us your macros, your daily, what's going on, please send us that now.
Looks like this.
And if you're not making an effort to do that, then also, I guess this went down right here. This. I'm not a Broncos fan, but that went down, guys. Yeah.
That's really weird. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what I would love to see. So on your phone for MyFitnessPal, you can go to your desktop. Side note, I killed it today. Hey! Oh, that's just you messing around. Okay. So this is what I would love to see when you send me stuff is the web browser version. See how it shows all my food and all the totals and everything, just a snapshot of that, and it's on my phone, so it's possible. And you screenshot it, and then you send me the screenshot.
Elsie wants all of them.
I want all of them. All of them, like every day?
No, but just at least a day or two.
I want all the meals. Like, the app is cool, but it's really hard for me to see everything. So if you could please log into your web browser and send it from there, that'd be great. Oh my gosh, look at this delay.
Holly McNeil, what if I'm feeling nauseated and not wanting to eat all my food? If you don't eat all your food, then you're not doing macros. It's just a calorie deficit. If you're not wanting to eat, I really can't tell you. It's just less calories. And
if you can, at least try to eat your protein.
Yeah, that's probably the best suggestion. That's what we do anyways with meal plans. But it's I mean, you gotta, I would suggest go to the doctors, check it out. I know you've been sick. So macros you have to hit and eat all your food every single day.
If you're sick, protein. At least try to hit your protein.
Yeah, check this out. I had a whole 25 grams of fat I had to hit yesterday. Like 20 something protein and like 20 something carbs, right? It was 1 o'clock. I wasn't actually hungry because I ate at 10 o'clock and I was like, I gotta eat this shit. So I ate it. I ate my eggs, I ate my rice cakes, and I was done for the night. I finished it off at 1 o'clock and then I went to bed.
Good job, babe.
Yes. So that's how you finish it. You have to eat all your food. Even though I did not want to, you get to eat all your food, I guess. And so I finished it off. And I've been doing that the last couple of nights just because I'm not eating all my food earlier in the day. So I just wait a little bit and then I finish off my food when I get somewhat digested in my stomach.
That's all for us tonight.
Let me see. There might be more questions.
Oh, does anyone else have any questions? You can always message us privately or post it on your page as a side note. But we really want to help you guys. We want you to be successful. You guys are going to go on stage. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Yeah, let's do this. Anything else, Boo Boo Bear?
This is RC3.
Mhm.
We will see you, I guess, Tuesday.
And for all of our beautiful RC4 that are on here, you do not need to log into the RC4 call. This is what you guys need to talk to. We'll listen because we're going to be talking to them about meal prep. Cool.
Yep. We're going to be talking about food, workouts, that kind of stuff until
the end of time.
No, it's for a couple of weeks, for a couple webinars until everybody gets on point.
Weeks.
Also, another quick tip. You know, a lot of you guys got your workout plan. I put your HIIT cardio after the lifting session, right? Your HIIT cardio is after your lifting sessions. That's all. You guys were like, oh, there's no HIIT. When do I do my HIIT? Just look at your paper. I had 6 people look at it, and I guess there was no attention to detail to it. They're like, I swear I looked at it. Well, I swear I made that paper. So, I mean, it just, you have to look at it and then do the HIIT after your lifting.
That's a snap.
This
right
program
there.
is a little bit different than you guys have tried in the past, and I reprogrammed it to hopefully get you the maximum results. So,
some of this. This is usually bigger, but just imagine it's like, oh yeah, imagine, yeah, that was my arm. That's all, you guys, right?
I believe so. I don't see anything else coming up.
We hope you guys have a super fantastical, awesome rest of your Sunday night. Yay, that's all. So long, farewell. I'd be there saying good night. I do to you and you and you. Do, 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 do. That's all. Bye.